Still on selector, and this is the CSS Attribute Selector. Remember what an attribute is? Now I can tell you that it's also possible to style elements with attributes, which makes your targeting even more specific. So let's see this in action. Let me duplicate this link, maybe 3 times, so that we can see what happens when we have attributes to our tags and see how we can get across to them. So I will take out the div and the paragraph so that we can be more specific with what we're doing. Now we have 3 links. Let's give them a break tag so that we can create a bit of distinction. Remember, they are span elements, that is why they are all on the same line. Remember span and block elements. So now we're putting them on different line. Now, let's assume I have a target element, target attribute to this link. Remember, we have blank. We are not clicking. I just want you to see what we can do with the attributes. Now I can target this particular link with the target attribute. And let's do that. To do that, you just put it there that anyone that has the attribute target should have a font size of 20 pixels. Let's make it bigger. 70 pixels. You see, we have 3 links, but we've been able to target the one in the middle because it has a target blank attribute. So that is what you can do with an attribute. Also, remember our forms. So then we add the different input types. We have input type test. I'm going to duplicate for the different input types. So we have input type email, password, we have URL. We can target them based on their attributes, the type, and let's do that. We can say input, all input elements that have the type attributes, and what do we want to do with them? Before I do that, let's refresh the page to see what we have on the screen. So let me bring down this here to create distinction. Remember, they are all span elements, so that is why they are all on the same line. But the break tag is going to help us to separate them. So I want to target all input elements that have an attribute of type. And what should we do with them? Let's give them a background color of red. Reload the page, and you see all our input tags now have a background color of red. But then we can be more specific based on the type. So not just the one that have attribute of type, but what about we want to target the one that has the attribute password? We want to make the background color of that yellow. And let's see if it works. And yes, it does work. So you see how specific we can get with our CSS selectors, most especially the CSS Attribute Selector. So that is all on all the CSS selectors. I believe you may have selected the ones that you may find useful for yourself, but in our subsequent projects, we will be able to use them all and you will see them all in action. See you in the next video.